Okay, so hello guys.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself. What's your name and which university are you from?
I'm Bavi from Suzhou University.
I'm Mohamed Salih from Suzhou University.
Okay, so first of all I would like to ask you about our DMA application. How user-friendly do you find our app?
It is very easy to use, and they differentiate the chapters, and according to we finish the chapters and we can solve more MCQs from that. So it is very helpful.
By the starting of the last year, like the end of the fourth year, like we get to know about this app, and one good thing was that it's free for us. So it was really useful for us. Like we were actually searching in internet, like for any medical apps, like is it available for free? And DMA was really a good thing. And another thing is like these MCQs are classified in chapter wise and also in subject wise, right? So it was really helpful for us. Like say when we do in anatomy, if you are doing anatomy and particularly upper limb, like after doing that we don't have to do the entire mock test. Like we can take that section alone, and it was really good.
Okay. And the next question is, what did you find useful in our DMA app? We have study materials in it and we have MCQs also to solve. So what did you guys use? All MCQs or only material, or you used both?
Actually, the main thing is revising part. Actually, the short notes are very useful, and apart from study materials, MCQs are very useful for us, and the main description about the answers is all very useful.
So mainly you find useful MCQs.
Yeah, useful.
Mainly you were like you are doing MCQs in DMA.
Yeah.
And what about you?
If you ask me, like the notes were good, but I would better prefer the MCQ part, because the MCQ part are like well structured, and it's the part that we need for the most, like we can self-assess, right? So that's the part that we need. And comparatively, the notes, if you ask me notes or MCQ, I would go for MCQ, but the notes are also good. It's no lesser.
Okay. Both of you said that you use MCQs. MCQs, what chapters, materials, like subjects you go for most usually?
Like it depends on which subject we are doing, like we are studying.
And what way, and which ones were you doing? All of them, or you focused on some specific ones?
To say specifically, while preparing for the quiz inside, like you have mentioned only the 8 preclinical subjects, right? So we used to study the notes that we have done before, and we used to go for the MCQs. Sometimes what happens is like there are some topics that we haven't concentrated much. So when those MCQs are there, we would recognize ourselves. Like we will assess that okay, we haven't done so and so topic. Say like if questions from the brachial plexus comes more often in your MCQs in the DMA app, then we would assess ourselves. Like we will feel okay, we haven't done brachial plexus properly. Then we will go back to the notes, do it properly, and come back again.
To MCQs and DMA.
Yeah, and like some MCQs will be repeated, right? So we have got that idea too. Like so, if some MCQ is coming repeatedly again and again, and we are missing it, like we will identify. Okay, in this part we are being weak, but it is more important one. Like we have to concentrate that. Only MCQ can teach us everything. And the most important thing is like the FMGE MCI. It is an MCQ exam, MCQ based exam.
True.
Like normally they used to say there are 2 types of learning, active and passive. Passive is whatever we do apart from the actual part. In case of FMGE, it's the MCQ based question, and if you solve MCQ by yourself, it is the type of active learning, because in exam they are going to provide you the MCQs. Rest all other things comes under passive, like you study from the notes, or you have a discussion, or you attend the lecture. Whatever you do, it comes under the passive thing. So I think the MCQ part is the most important one solving it.
And how would you rate our study exams and our individual plans?
Of course, 5 stars, right? Like
for both.
Yeah, for both. The main thing is like giving free is not easy as like one can think. Like they are doing it in the service minded, right? So we should, it is obviously up to the level, and it is well stratified based on the chapter wise as well as the topic wise, and the subject wise too.
And what would you say?
It is, first of all, it is a free app. So we prefer to use more MCQs and study plans.
Salih,
would you recommend DMA app for your friends?
I have recommended
You
and I
already
will recommend.
Okay.
Because like they used to say in Tamil, like if you have got some good things, like spread it to everyone. Just like that, I feel like it's a boon, right? So you have to pass it on to someone. Like I have recommended many of my juniors. I don't know how they are utilizing it, but from my part, like I have recommended to my friends. Like I have personally suggested like some of my seniors too, and as much as people like I know, like I have recommended to them also.
And you?
First of all, I installed this app in my roommates, and then they are using very well. Then my juniors, I recommended to my juniors. They are also working well.
Probably, I think I am the one who recommended to him.
Okay, so everything started from you.
Yeah,
I started
should be from.
Okay.